Rick Gates admits he did commit crimes with Paul Manafort while testifying for the prosecution. Gates took the stand on Monday and has so far admitted to embezzling thousands of hundreds of dollars from offshore accounts. He claims he worked with Manafort to knowingly falsify tax returns while also failing to report foreign bank accounts and failing to register as a foreign agent. Further, Gates says he stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from Manafort by submitting false expense reports. Meanwhile, Manafort's legal team is trying to persuade jurors Gates is solely responsible for any errors in Manafort's tax filings. Prosecutors could conclude their arguments by Friday. One America's Jack Posobiec gives us his analysis.
In court last week, Paul Manafort dropped a bombshell right in his opening statement. Manafort, as we know, is on trial for failing to disclose to the government payments that he made while working as a lobbyist for Ukraine. However, Manafort now revealed that he did, in fact, disclose this information to the government all the way back in 2014. In 2014, FBI agent Stacey Sullivan interviewed Paul Manafort almost 4 years ago to the day, and he's now in court. He voluntarily met up with the FBI and the Department of Justice to disclose information about his work in Ukraine and the individuals that they were interested in investigating at the time. However, in 2014, the FBI's investigation seems to have led nowhere and no charges were ever brought. Manafort was not even audited by the IRS even after disclosing the millions that he made in Ukraine. Why was this? Here's the difference. In 2014, the Department of Justice was run by the Obama administration, and two of the individuals named by Manafort in his interview just happened to be Obama officials. President Obama's first White House counsel, Greg Craig, and Obama's State Department envoy, Cliff Sloan. In fact, Craig had enlisted Manafort's lobbying help in getting access to the Ukrainian government. Well, these officials were later associated with the law firm Skadden Arps, and that's an international law firm out of New York City. One lawyer from this firm, the young Alexander Vanderswan, was actually questioned by Mueller's team about his communications with Rick Gates and later charged with making false statements about the dates of those communications. However, it's been almost universally overlooked that in 2014, both Manafort and the government of Ukraine were pointing out Skadden's ties to the Obama administration and to Craig and Sloan in particular. Craig's team produced a report that directly supported the efforts of Manafort in Ukraine. Well, now, Craig's biography is off the firm's website, and Craig has also left the firm. Somehow, both Craig and Sloan were overlooked in the investigation in 2014, and it was apparently dropped without charges filed at all by the Obama DOJ. It's just another strange coincidence in the Mueller investigation, which essentially is charging Manafort for his work with Viktor Yanukovych in Ukraine years ago. On a side note, here is a picture of Robert Mueller and Viktor Yanukovych in Ukraine just 5 years ago. Yet again, another of Mueller's numerous conflicts of interest in this complex trial. Jack Posobiec for One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.